Here's Johnny. Thank you. Boom, 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 boom. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Boom, 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 boom. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. If the people dancing, pull up your pants and throw the rock away. And then lean back, lean back. Boom, 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 boom. Bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Well, hello there, everybody. Social media family. Being ugly persons among yourselves, from my subscribers to even so visitors for that matter, or from subscribers to visitors alike who are supposedly still affiliated or associated with and are representing my own particular YouTube social media channel, and or likewise chat room or comment section. How are you all doing as of this present given moment in time? And regardless of whatever your race or walk of life, bachelor society, lifestyle preference, age, gender, and etc. Yeah, gender to be included, and there's only two genders, males and females. There's males and females. You know, as God only made a male and a female to procreate the human race for our own species, or for the animal kingdom for that matter, the different creatures, the lesser species for that to be possibly considered in that same line of thought, in no sense of word. It's how you're doing. Hopefully everyone is doing at least okay or all right. That's okay, if not better yet, all right. As there is supposed to be a difference between two words. Or if not, best of all, to be put like this here, where it's any claim, could possibly claim, whatever I've said. Excuse pardon, forgive me for butchering the English language and American dialect. Speech continue to live in America better for adopting certificate. It be playing part of the devil's advocate, less two evils been a prodigal son. Or now, whereas the worst of two evils is any of those closet devil worshippers who make up most churchgoers or whatever religious denominations, including the prosperity preacher, man-child evangelist, or dickhead preacher, will be bastards among them, or whatever religious denominations who outnumber their female religious rival counterparts, policing the flocks, members of and visitors to mega churches or religious cults, or these religious cult leaders, stretching at least a couple few city or suburban blocks, leading something like from hundreds to thousands, if not millions, of persons, being of whom they would rob blind, as they would steal all of that tax-free money from the tithe offering trays of the same, their supposed so-called sanctuaries of a religious nature, as they attempt to carve out a religious empire upon the planet Earth, being of the likes to be considered those of these Jim Jones wannabes with their own many different versions of the updated Jonestown Kool-Aid mix punch, as they would go about hypnotizing more than quite a few via that a means of killing their eardrums with their more man-made, watered-down gospel messages, whereas they are not any closer to the kingdom of heaven themselves, let alone the gullible fools who will give away their hard-earned cash money and their life savings from their bank accounts to the likes of them, and as they will pull the wool over their eyes, and as they would there use the working stiffs of dead men walking money to finance putting down at least, or either a down payment, subtotal rather, what I meant to say, or worse yet, sum total payment altogether, with other people's money or other person's hard-earned cash, to make another dime a dozen purchase of a luxury mansion, an expensive chauffeur-driven motor vehicle, automobile, or car, to simply say a private helicopter, private jet, private plane, private yacht, etc. Oh, excuse me, I'm coughing quite a bit. Like as if I swallowed a hair. And that is this one neighbor from down here, a psychopath, once again pumping poisonous fumes into my atmosphere, the place of residence, poison premises of the property, via that either the electrical system or air ventilation out. Correct. There, that's better, I guess. Oh, it's like a hairball went down my throat from this wig. Then let me continue. Before I would lose my train of thought, so to speak, it is. It's funny as I'm broadcasting, all of a sudden, all this happens. The devil is a line. I mean, likely if somebody is attempting to sabotage the broadcast. But anyway, though, as a backtrack here, reason on purpose is being noticed, I can go on following to continue for when my person at last left off, so I can finish up as complete a form of previous file line thought in that same sense of the word. Oh, yeah, thought. Yeah. Before I were to go on to complete still another line of thought. And whereas from there, they being the prosperity preacher and televangelist, out them their religious female woman rival counterparts. And as well as or even so, the female religious counterparts was seeing more than quite a few of the gullible fools who give them their hard-earned cash money to that being the doghouse, the poorhouse, and or the crazy house as well as the jailhouse houses. Yeah. But then anyway though, and now to complete still another former line of thought. And whereas so I say in state for the record and at the backtrack here, we read on purpose this thing in order to go on following from where and when I put that last left off to finish up to do just that. And whereas I will hope that you all, regardless, will be feeling at least okay, if not better yet to be said all right, or if not best of all to be put like this here, whereas any could possibly claim to have become or be of a status where one could supposedly say and or state for the record that one allegedly feels blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, or too blessed to possibly become or be stressed. You and yours, family and friends, and me and mine for that matter. And moving right along. And whereas today's fortune where the present social media broadcast being as it is of some such video content is regarding or making reference to those being of the likes of whom are the Lanchanny werewolves, seeing a full moon at night and scoping, stalking, and preying, rapid upon or preying upon or on, much rather than instead of thinking of it with my stitches to get to praying with. Any being born and raised female persons, representing the opposite sex, or whatever races in our walks of life. Yes, these male vampires. I say male vampires, male werewolves. Well, and that's will be male vampires as well. Because they suck the lifeblood out of others. Whereas it would be more merciful if they just unalive them than to have them feel like, the living dead after they were to snatch their pennies. And so therefore, on that last movement, let's just get into the present social media broadcast, being as it is a video content, complement the name title thereof, as we have it here. Do excuse, partner, forgive me if now I feel like I could possibly be having some kind of an asthma attack. It's a result of developments of a neighbor from down hell, being this other one, an apartment above that of my own, who more than seemed like oneself is attempting to replace the last main neighbor from down hell, being one of the local, the Vicinity neighborhood community drug pushers, dope dealers, who used to reside as a tenant upon the same floor level in the building here where I'm at. And just a couple few apartment doors down from me, who had attempted to make my life a living downhill for the longest, up until the time that, I'm being informed by two different persons, whereas one was saying that he himself supposedly moved to another unit in the building, and whereas still another person was saying that one believes that he himself had gotten poo-pooed by a rival gang-banging drug pusher, or dope dealer from behind. All the while he was about to bust a nut in his woman, and from there, the rival was about to, on the verge of busting a cap in the back of the skull of his head, And whereas his other neighbor from down here, who more than seemed like one is replacing him, being supposedly a woman of a non-white person, representing the opposite sex, whereas obviously, evidently, this person don't appreciate how at one time or another I had played the part of the Good Samaritan with one. After having, during the course of, and after having delivered personal medication or medicine to one, this person shows how much one appreciate my physical gesture that been transformed from a mental thought, otherwise, by continuing to misbehave like one is replacing the last main neighbor from down here, being of a local vicinity area neighborhood community, drug pusher, dope dealer, with the way oneself, way this one comes off as some such with one's own 2 cent power plays to attempt to make my life a living damn hell upon a daily and on nightly basis, whereas I should have just left one's personal medication or medicine where it was at and let somebody else steal some of such, and then maybe I wouldn't be going through all these changes with this other neighbor from down hell within a unit's atmosphere apartment of a place of residence for its premises, probably real estate, for that being the one that is positioned directly above that of my own. And so much for that conversation of dialogue. But getting back to the original subject matter, topic of discussion to be debated, we'll give an argument with many different views and opinions to be affiliated, associated with, and representing some such thereof, and do disregard or ignore the present supposedly compulsive physical gestures with my person trying to, fix this wig, make it look more presentable, and whereas I would look less like some kind of a character sporting it. Not that I have become a card-carrying member to the LGBT community is what I meant to say. Mr. Peace considered regular, man, compared to how the prince started to conclude this thing. This is what I meant to say. You between lines fill in the blanks. Well, I'm just going to have to leave it alone so I can get on with this here. Sorry about that. with the original subject matter, type of discussion to be debated, or given argument, and many different views and opinions to be associated with the representing some or such thereof. Not that I would be meaning to or have meant to sound the same, like as if I could possibly be wagging the dog, as in changing the subject. And moving right on. Anyway, though, whereas these male werewolves in the full moon at night seem like they have, is that what I mean? Say no, it more than seems like they have increased their illegal criminal activities of snatching panties from the fine-feline, any male werewolves who are not gay, who about as they be on the prowl. You're like, like, what's up? 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 Come here. Come here. Come here. What you want? Yeah, what we do? Hey, don't I know you? Fine. Hey, excuse me, sir. Don't do that. No. I just think I know you from somewhere. I wouldn't mean to seem sound as if I'm trying to be rude or obnoxious or vice versa, being etc. Well, sir, I don't know you, and I don't think I want to continue this here conversation and dialogue. Then you have a nice day, anyway. No, come back here. I'm talking to you. Come here. No, stop it, sir. Stop. You're hurting me. No, sir, don't do this. You're going to give me some. Ooh, that's spooky, yeah. Miss, what's going on? You right? Huh? What you got to do with this here? Pray that fine. I'm right. Come on, you going to give me some as well. No, stop. Oh, no. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, no. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, no. Boom, boom, boom. Give me. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's going on out here, It just get me to reflecting upon as I remember it, or do recollect. Well, so I paraphrase, not quote exactly. And hopefully it's more of a conspiracy theory than to have become or be a little actual news broadcast, whereas there was at one time or another, whereas a male had come across a female who appeared to be more than drunk, as in high, or maybe a combination of some such, for that matter, even worse yet. Yeah. And where she was asking her, Miss, are you all right? Like say, as he would come off like a Frankenstein monster, closet Frankenstein monster, as well as call it werewolf. Miss, are you all right? You look kind of drunk. Well, you sure you're all right? She didn't say much of anything. They looking left and right and so forth. They dive on top of her and got between her legs and went for some such. I'm sorry I didn't keep up with that, so I don't know what happened from there for that particular current events happening. Maybe it was a little actual news report broadcast, and maybe it wasn't. Who would say? Then you never can really, tell when it comes to conspiracy theories, though some of them be hitting it on the money. True to fact, compared to other ones, are just so fictitious. Some such vice versa. Yeah. And moving right along. And while I still am feeling like broadcasting, and regardless of whether or not I could speak upon a couple few other matters, but then I think I will. Check out this. This is a vintage classic, game here. Check it out. Can you see it? Can you see it? Boom, boom. Can you feel it? Boom, boom. Can you see it? Boom, 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 boom. I made a purchase this here. I bought it from one of those you know, what you call what was it? Some kind of rum sale, novelty shop, some kind. No, God whether or not it was from a rummage sale or a flea market or whatever. I said, check this out. I got a high score at one time. And look, I think y'all can see it. I gotta get in better like money. Oh, I got the boardwalk. It is based on the vintage classic Monopoly board game. Check it out though. See here. Okay. Isn't that something? That's something to think about, isn't it? Okay. Okay, check it out. Still watching, anybody? Just got a few of y'all on this. Your local State Farm agent, Anthony DeGrotto, combines good. That's something to think about. It's unique, ain't it? I bought this, and I made a purchase of it. But I'm about to turn the century. No, I don't mean 1900s. I wasn't even born then. Around about the year 2000, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think y'all can see the score, can't you? Pardon the pun, none was intended. No offense or disrespect is meant to be directed against any person's past, present, or future of any, SA or sexual assault victims or rape victims for that last one. Yeah. I can show you the score. That's the score, 17 something. Then I think I'm going to show you all that another electronic device, that being my last place of residence for a video, and then that my present one. I still feel like broadcast. What my score is like though, to stop. Let's see what it's like. Let's say here. Well, I got close to 2,000 points, or close to 20 points. Yeah. Let's see. And where do you find that gospel? You'll find it right in here in King James Bible. I must have turned the sound on. Okay. Absolutely. And you'll find it on every one of the programs. We'll be back right after this. Let's see here. So you gotta push that button and then press conversation in one of these buttons, COVID vaccine on their livestock. Attorney Tom Rand has been warning that there is no law requiring anyone to give informed consent for vaccine food. There are no laws. There's something isn't that great? Let's see. The UK recently passed the law, the genetic technology for precision breeding bill, the Environmental Protection Act of 1990, to exclude references to precision bred organisms Anyway, so let me get on with some such other. I came up with nothing. Oh, no. Okay. Anyway, I'm turning off. Let me show you all. Yeah. Better have some kind of a place than none at all. You stand the chance of being vamped upon that much more on one regard or another. Especially being SA, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Well, I can go to my TikTok account. I can show you all. Somewhere. Okay. Check it out, though. You can get some idea. This is where. Okay, this is my new TikTok account. Saying I banned some reason or another. Hold up. Sorry about that, y'all. This is my new TikTok account. Yeah. See. Hold up. I know what. Hold up. So y'all can see it much better. Okay. How's that? Okay. Let's try it out now. Okay. Let me show you, if I can show you my last TikTok account. Okay. Here's my last TikTok account. I had some like 300 followers. That was my last TikTok account. It got banned. And this here other, you know, this here other is my only backup account. I gotta figure out how I can get more TikTok accounts just in case this one may get banned for some reason or another. You know how the TikTok administrative revenue personnel had made that mistake to ban the last one. Now I'm back at square one trying to get followers. But let me show you. Getting back to some of such other where I used to live. Let me start from the very beginning. See that? Let me start. Money don't matter tonight. Money don't matter tonight. It sure didn't matter yesterday. Just when you think you got all enough, nothing necessary. Somewhere near his knees. Some substitute money. United Southern. I used to stay on the lakefront. Telling him he just can't lose. So he goes out and tries to find a problem, but all he finds are users. Immediately listening, the very first step is that when they check it out, bro. This is in process of moving. from one place to the next. And this other one is where I'm at now. Hold up. Just when you think you got more than enough, swear it all up with lies and ways. That's when you find out that you're better off, making sure your soul's alright. In a hustle, says money don't matter tonight. Money don't matter tonight. Sure didn't matter yesterday. Just when you think you got more than enough, swear it all up with lies and ways. That's when you find out that you're better off, making sure your soul's alright. Yeah. Sorry for the lightning, you all. I don't know what's happening. But anyway though, yeah, when you don't have a place to stay, then you're more likely to get vamped upon by all kinds of street vamp animal monster characters out here. And getting back to the original subject matter topic of discussion, to be debated of a given argument, with many different views and opinions to be associated with and representing some of such thereof. And when it comes to the criminal riffraff, different rank and power of certain elements of society otherwise, like the character that I mentioned earlier. But then I'm about to conclude by saying, in more words or less, so I paraphrase my quote exactly, and that is, if you have not gotten Christ as your own personal Lord and Savior, I would hope that you would think to do so now while the blood is still running warm in your veins, but recognize and realize what he himself had done or did upon the cross, Calvary, who could go suffering at the hands of Roman soldiers up on the orders of their superiors and being made up most of the religious Pharisees and Sadducees, but did nevertheless was he went to the cross of Calvary to become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you as well as for me. Don't steal my trademark physical judgment on that copyright sometime. Whereas if any of us were to profess some such faith in him, from there we come to be blessed in one regard and more of one. First and foremost, with his salvation being which is only mean by which any of us can or could possibly become citizens of the kingdom of heaven, and as his salvation of the blood sacrifice is the only fire insurance against the lake of fire down hell. And the second of all, we deliver. First, you have got to get his salvation, otherwise you have nothing coming. So far as salvation concerned, that being of the most. So far, blessing concerned that will be associated with his salvation, being the most important blessing. And no destination will become the lake of fire down hell if you don't accept him as your personal Lord and Savior before you were to go from this world, and you cannot become a citizen of the kingdom of heaven from there. Peace.